Just the Luka the dice. Hey there, viewers! Welcome to another episode of Just the Luka the Dice. Today, Vito and I are playing some Age of Sigmar in the new studios. This is the All Point Studio. This is the Age of Sigmar inspired studio. For the first game we play today, we are going to attempt to play 2 games today. We are playing 1,500 points of Wrath and Rapture, essentially. Vito is continuing his legacy of playing Slaanesh, or getting used to them as they are a brand new army. And I will be playing Blades of Khorne, except this time I'm changing my list up drastically. For the first time, I think ever, I am playing actual Demons of Khorne.
Okay.
With one mortal. One singular mortal, because I find it would be very hard to play Blades of Khorne without a Slaughter Priest. Again, 1,500 points. Let's go check out the armies and the table. And if you want to come over here to MiniWarGaming in the new studios, The Bunker, MiniWarGaming.com/challenge. We are in Welland, Ontario. That is near Buffalo, near Toronto, especially if you want to play 30K, because we kind of do everything. Righto, 1,500 points of Blades of Khorne, mostly demons. I'm actually running a battalion as well, which is the Charnel Host, which is pretty much my entire army minus 3 models technically. Charnel Host includes this Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury. It has to be a Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury, who will also be my general. It needs a Blood Master, Herald of Khorne. We have at least 3 squads of Bloodletters as well. 1 20-man squad and 2 30-man squads, which will be acting as all my battle line. Now for this game, we are playing at Vanguard, so you only need 2 battle line. I just wanted to try the battalion out, so I had to bring at least 3. Plus I like Bloodletters anyways. Also, I would like to note that I'll be playing these all on 32mm bases, as I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99.9% sure that is their official base size now. And Age of Sigmar is a little more strict with their base sizes. What that means is I essentially won't be fighting in 2 ranks with them on 25mm bases, as that would be what I think is illegal. Now, what this battalion does for me is quite simple. Every member of the battalion that is wholly within 16 inches of the Bloodthirster gets to reroll once to wound. That pairs nicely with their Locus, their one built-in Khorne Demon ability, that if they're wholly within 12 inches of a Khorne hero or wholly within 16 inches of a greater Khorne hero, they get to reroll once to hit. So rerolling once to hit for the most part, rerolling once to wound for the most part, unless he gets killed. And then, well, there's not much I can do about that. In addition to this list, I'm running 1 Slaughter Priest, and I had 60 points left over, so I thought I'd bring a Wrath Axe. And the Skull Altar, which is the third part that's not in the battalion, is just a free piece of scenery that you get with Blades of Khorne. Now I will be running a Slaughter Host, and that will be the Reapers of Vengeance, which is one of the 2 demon-specific Slaughter Hosts. I find this one is... It's just strictly better in this scenario. I know it sounds like a list tailor almost, but the other one wouldn't have made much sense. This one gives me the ability that if anything does run away while within range of any of my Slaughterhost demons, an additional D3 models run away. That one's not the biggest boon in this game against another demon faction. The command ability I unlock by being the Reapers of Vengeance is at the start of the close combat phase. I pick one of my Reaper of Vengeance demons, and the first time they fight in the combat phase, if they're still within 3 inches of an enemy unit, they may then immediately pile in and fight again. That'll be really good for the Bloodthirster, or even a big squad of 30 Bloodletters if they don't kill something. The command trait is Mage Eater, that will be going on the General, the Bloodthirster Unfettered Fury. It allows him to unbind 1 spell, and that's something he couldn't do before, so that's a good boon on him. I think this works well with his battalion. I don't know for sure, but we'll figure it out as we play. In addition, if he does roll an unmodified 8 while unbinding, the spell is considered to be automatically unbound, and its caster suffers D6 mortal wounds. The relic, essentially, if this character is ever affected by a spell or endless spell, you roll a D6 on a 2-up. He is instead not affected by said spell or endless spell. This whole list is... Well, Khorne very much is anti-mage, and the Reapers of Vengeance kind of push that margin a little further. The prayer that my Slaughter Priest will know will be Killing Frenzy. It is on a 4-up, you pick something wholly within 16 inches, and you get to add 1 to their hit rolls until the start of your next hero phase, as well as knowing the Wrath Axe, Judgment, and knowing his own Blood Boil and Blood Bind prayers. And the second relic I'm taking because I have a battalion will be the Talisman of Burning Blood on my Slaughter Priest. I would also like to finally note that each of my units of blood letters is representing both banners, so they'll be rerolling charge rolls and getting to bring back models back if they roll a 1 on any battle shock tests. Say this is the gore drenched icon, and this is the other one. And that's the same for all the units. We got the gore drenched icon, the normal one, and we got the gore drenched icon and the normal one.
And here we have 1,500 points of Hedonites of Slaanesh. I'm going to be continuing to run the Pretenders. I just really like the Pretenders. I like the backstory behind them. They are pretty cool. They're going to have the heirs to the throne. So I'm going to be with my general, who's going to be my keeper of secrets. I can have 2 of the command traits, and for him I'm going to have the strength of godhood, which is once per battle phase in the step 4. Anytime I do damage on a successful attack, I can add D3 extra damage, which is pretty awesome. And then he's going to have strongest alone, which means as long as he is 6 inches away from any of his own friendly models, I can reroll all of my hits. So that's pretty cool with him. I gotta remember that because I almost forgot it in my last game, so I'm gonna try to remember that. Additionally, with the Pretenders hosts, with heirs to the throne, I can reroll all hits made by 1s as long as units are 10 or more. So all these demonettes, 30 strong, are gonna be rerolling 1s. Additionally, with the Pretenders, I'll have Warlord Supreme. So at the start of my Heroes phase, I'll receive D3 depravity points if my general is within 3 inches of any enemy units. However, if I'm within 3 of 3 enemy units, I'll be getting D6 instead of D3. So that's going to be good for generating those depravity points. And for my artifact, I'm going to have the Pendant of Slaanesh. So at the start of my hero phase, I can heal up to D3 wounds allocated on my bearer. So that's going to be really good for if I take damage, I get my depravity points, but then I can heal. So keep generating depravity points and keeping my Keeper of Secrets alive. Additionally, in the army, I have the Fane of Slaanesh as my piece of terrain. I'm going to have the Infernal and Rapturous. We're going to have the Vice Leader as another hero, the Contorted Epitome. For the Endless Spell, we're going to have the Mesmerizing Mirror. And then finally, as I said before, 2 units of 30 Demonettes, each having the icon, which on a 1, I can roll D6 and bring back more Demonettes. Both are going to have the Trumpeteers and the Champion. And that's going to make 1,500 points of Hedonites of Slaanesh.
This will be the battlefield for today's games in Age of Sigmar between Vito and myself. This is kind of a nice little lush, serene location before, of course, Khorne and Slaanesh get to it. We have an urban mat. We got some greenleaf terrain here. We got some terrainify over there, 3D printed terrain with some flock thrown on it. Beautiful stuff if you want to go check that out. Greenleaf over here as well. We have foreground trees and just more greenleaf trees. We are going to randomly determine our scenario now. It's going to be one of the 18. That is going to be scenario rolling on the tree. The tables first. Table number 2, mission number 6. Scorched Earth. One of my favorites. Very simple. The territories are split right down the center for a classic Dawn of War. We deploy 24 inches away from each other, but our territories encompass half of the table each. Well, respectively. We have 6 objectives in each territory. At the exact halfway marks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The numbers don't matter. Each objective marker is worth 1 victory point to the player who controls it at the end of that player turn. The only twist in this scenario is that if you control an objective marker in your opponent's territory, it is worth D3 victory points if you choose to burn it and remove it from the table. Otherwise, it is worth just 1 point per turn normally. So you could kind of sweep in, grab an objective, and if there's no threats to that objective for a while, you can just kind of camp it until there is a threat and then burn it. It's one of those kind of... This scenario tailors well to armies that can summon or that can redeploy their units vastly, or quickly, I should say. Other than that, it goes for 5 battle rounds. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. Otherwise, if you're tied on points, whoever kills the most wins. Alrighty, we got all of our units deployed. I finished deploying first with my battalion. Of course, I got 30 Bloodletters with the Herald in the middle of them. I got Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury, Bloodletters, and Slaughter Priest with my altar in my territory up front. Across from me, got Demonettes, Enchant. What was that called?
The Infernal Enrapturous.
Enrapturous, thank you.
Yep.
We got the Mirror Ladies. We got the Keeper of Secrets. We have your terrain feature in your territory near the Keeper of Secrets, and more Demonettes with the, well, not called Herald anymore.
The Vice Leader.
Vice Leader.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Vice
From
Leader?
Miami.
Is it Vice Leader Herald of Slaanesh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
it's not?
It's a Herald.
That's not his name?
I don't think it's called Herald anymore.
No, it's a Herald.
Because mine's
Herald
called...
of Slaanesh. Vice Leader, Herald of Slaanesh.
Yeah,
That's what I said. It's a Vice Leader Herald of Slaanesh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what I'm saying.
Because mine's
That's what I said.
Mine's a Bloodmaster, comma.
Jimmy two
Herald of
times.
Khorne.
Jimmy two times.
The contorted epitome is the not the Mirror Ladies.
We say correctly here at MiniWarGaming.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not Mirror. Yeah, definitely.
Who's it?
definitely
What is the
definitely.
epitome? Scrubs.
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 Well, I
You can what?
like you look at that word. Never seen epitome written before.
I'm sorry, did you call them an epitome?
We did for a whole review. We were both so embarrassed after the fact. Somebody pointed out like, oh yeah.
That's a word.
The whole time we called it contorted epitome.
Okay, well that sounds ridiculous. And I got to deploy first. I get to say who goes first. I'll say that Slaanesh goes first naturally.
Sure.
I think that's the best call. And I assume you're not going to do much on your turn, but we'll figure it out.
There's some shooting, some psychic. Or psychic magic.
Magic,
What's
right?
the
There is some
psychic
shooting.
nonsense?
That's true.
Yeah.
Start of your hero phase. You have a few things to do. What is that?
So immediately, right off the bat, my Infernal Enrapturous will give me a depravity point just because she's awesome.
That's what she does.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do is the Fame, because I'm within 6 inches of the Keeper of Secrets, I'm going to be taking a wound on her, but then on a 2+, so I get it, and then I roll a d3, and then I heal.
Right, so this is a stacking effect. This is two things that happen at the start of the hero phase, and Vito gets to dictate which one happens
Yeah,
first.
so with that 2+, I would be able to re-roll my hits for the Keeper of Secrets.
But you also do a wound to it, kind of.
I do the wound, but then I heal it.
I understand. It's a little bit of a give and take, but in this you heal, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Is that the Keeper Secret just healing as a base ability?
Yeah, because
or-
it's my pendant of
It's a relic.
Slaanesh. It's my relic.
Gotcha.
The contorted epitome is going to go for its endless spell on a, I believe it's a 6+,
Boop.
which we get it.
So we'll try to unbind this. What'd you get there?
A 9.
So I'm going to try and unbind with him. If I roll an unmodified 8, it's automatically unbound. That's a 9. So I don't get any bonuses either, so it goes off. Okay. Endless spell going wholly within 18 inches right there, and it's within 12 inches my heroes get threatened?
No, all models within 12 inches, if they start to move there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Vice Leader, we're going to do Mystic Shield onto the Keeper of Secrets.
I'm not in range to unbind, so that is good. So
Okay.
rerolling ones on the Keeper. I assume base armor save 4 up.
Yeah, it's 4.
Onto movement, you're going to forgo it?
I'm going to forego it. Yeah, I'm going to have you come to me, because Slaanesh definitely wants to go second.
Yep.
So I think I'm going to just kind of sit still. Right to shooting. The only shooting I have is with her. It has 2 modes of firing. I can either do 6 shots, or I can do 1 big shot. So the 6 shots are at 18-inch range, or I can do 1 shot at 24. So I'm going to do my 1 shot at 24. I'm going to try to go for that character over there.
This character would have to move a little bit because if no movement, we're more than 24 inches apart.
Right, so that I will kind of
There you go.
scoot up just a bit to get within range.
And now we take a shot.
Yeah, so it goes off on 2+, which we get.
Well, wait, is it a targeted attack? It'd be a 3 up technically because look us there.
Oh, okay.
But we still hit.
3, and then it's a 3 to wound. No, that's a miss.
No, that's a 2. Which will end Vito's turn. No battle shocks. We have controlling. So a total of 3 victory points for Vito. So the Slaughter Priest, at the start of the hero phase, is going to attempt to dispel that endless spell. Casting value of 6, so we... Ooh. It's a bad start to the game. That thing's going to be affecting me. There's no cost for him to do that, so I might as well have done it. Now on to prayers. We're going to start with... I guess we'll do the Wrath Axe. Might as well. It goes off on a 5. And I am wholly within 8 inches of this Skull Altar. So fail it, I get to reroll. We do get the Wrath Axe, so we'll both have a little thingy down. He will do Killing Frenzy as a prayer. This goes off on a 4-up. This gives me +1 to hit. I rolled a 1 though, unfortunately, so I get to reroll. And I get it with a 4. So +1 to hit to this squad of 30 Bloodletters if they get into combat. His own prayer won't be in range to affect any enemies. Movement, I'm going to run these Bloodletters. They go an extra inch. So with that, we are going to move up a wee bit. Ending there, Slaughter Priest will run an extra 2. Gonna move over here, staying wholly within 8 of that. Not wholly within 8 of that, unfortunately. Running the Bloodletters, who only move 5 inches, gonna go 8. Quick correction, I forgot you have to move closer to that thing when you do move. So the Slaughter Priest, instead of going that way, he's actually just gonna run forward, and then the Bloodletters would encompass him, but they're still moving closer towards the mirror. Bloodthirster will move, well, he's gonna get hit by this thing anyways. Oh, I guess maybe he won't. I'll run him. I'm gonna go, it might be suicide, but I'm gonna go towards the thing anyways. It might do nothing. It could do everything. I'm gonna end up and fly right here. And then the Herald's gonna move up, and so will all of the Bloodletters. Not running, just moving. I know it's not very Khorne-like, but at the same time, I'm not just gonna randomly run up and get charged by everything. In fact, cancel that. I'm gonna move back and just reposition and shift a little bit in this direction because the Keeper Seekers can move 14. If I move a little too close, it's an easy charge for the Keeper. And I don't want to control where the Keeper goes yet. I'm curious where Vito wants to put the Keeper. That is gonna be the end of my turn because I have no charges. And I'm just, again, the first turn I had to storm the objectives anyways to claim them. So I got 1, 2, 3 objectives, putting me at 3 points as well. Now it's roll-off time for the start of battle round 2. You win ties. I got a 2. You get a 3. So you get to dictate who goes first in this battle round.
I think I'm gonna go.
So if you go first, I get to move around the spell.
Ooh, that's true as well. Give me a second to think about it.
Before you decide anything, I should roll for the Wrath Axe. It would have got, it goes away at the end of the battle round. On a 5-up, it stays though. No, it's gone.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go.
You'll take it?
Yeah.
So before we start your turn, I will definitely move this 6 inches away.
Yeah.
We're just gonna put the back end of it right there, just so it's not hurting nobody. Oh, you, buddy.
All right, so to start off, hero phase. Same thing again. She's gonna give me 1 depravity point.
Right.
And then I'm gonna make a sacrifice. I'm gonna put a wound on my keeper, which will give me another depravity point. And then on a 2, on a 2+, I get the rerolls.
Yeah.
And then with my artifact, I'm going to roll D3 to kind of
just heal the wound you just
heal the
suffered.
wound. Yeah.
Bam.
Boom. So I get the wound back.
And because you suffered a wound, you get another depravity point.
Exactly. So I get another 2 depravity points.
Start your hero phase, instead of casting a spell.
Yep, we're gonna unbind the Endless spell because I want to recast it for later, or going next.
Exactly.
So unbind it.
Yes.
Which we do.
So she is gone. Oof. Good. That was a dispel. Now we can cast spells.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to cast it again with the Contorted Epitome.
Right.
Yep. So it goes off on a 6.
That's a 9er.
9.
So I need a 10 to stop it. So what I'm gonna do is try to stop that with my Bloodthirster, because if I roll an 8, it stops it automatically, and then there's more wounds. Or if I roll a 10 or more, it stops. So that is an 11.
Right. You got it.
Yeah.
Next, the Contorted Epitome. We're gonna go for that. It goes off on a 7.
That is an 8.
So what that does is I choose D3 units. So 3 within 24 inches of the Epitome, and I get to reroll 1s for that many units. So 1, 2, and 3.
That makes sense. He can unbind spells, so I might as well, because he's not going to be in range to unbind anything else. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try to unbind this spell just because the Keeper's Secret spells aren't going to be super useful this turn. So I roll an 8. I can't remember what you got. You also rolled an 8, so I don't stop the spell. But because of my relic, the Skull Shard Mantle on the Bloodthirster, he ignores the effects of spells and ends spells on a 2-up. He does. But those 2 units will still be affected.
Okay. Going into my movement first, we're going to start with the Infernal and Rapturous. We're going to move her 6 to right here, getting her a little bit of danger close, but I kind of have a plan. And then for the Demonites, we're going to run them because they can run and charge.
Looking for a big number. That's pretty good.
9. I think we're going to go with 9.
You could also make it a 6 if you wanted to with the hero nearby.
Was it the...
It's a command point. Yeah.
I think I'm going to save the command point just in case, because I'm planning to have the Keeper of Secrets move in and do cool combat, but I might need that command point. So we're going to go 9 to there. Not quite a good charge, but we'll see what happens.
Ending there.
Keeper of Secrets is going to be going 14 to right there, which is going to give me a 7-inch charge. I'm going to have those command points so I can have that be a rerollable. Just gotta shoot. I can't run and shoot.
We're gonna do one step back and run.
Yeah, I gotta run her.
Or Wind Rapturous. An extra 6 inches. Because we want to try and get the Locus in range.
Yeah, so I gotta get her in some good range. She'll go right there. Demonites on my left flank, we're gonna run them as well. For 5, so I'm gonna go 11 inches. As 50 Cent would say, all you really need is just a little bit. So I'm just moving them up a little bit, just being very conservative. And for the Vice Leader, I'm going to run her as well. She's gonna go 3. So I'm just gonna kind of scoot everyone up a little bit. Demonettes are gonna be charging. I need a 7 for them.
They're in, that's good enough.
Got him.
That's really good. Ending there. Now we have a very important charge as well, but it's rerollable. You have 2 command points.
Yep. Keeper needing a 7.
You need the reroll on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a command point to reroll it.
Could be down to 1 command point. There you go.
Got him.
Ending there. And I'm assuming that's the end of your charge phase.
That's gonna be the end of my charge phase. So now that the charges are over, I have to do my Locus of Diversion. So because I have a character, within 6, she's gonna do her Locus of Diversion onto these guys. So it goes on a 4+.
This is a game potentially winning roll here.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And so with Locus of Diversion, if it goes off successfully, any units that are within range, they fight last.
Oh, so you roll once, then all units within range, or you pick a unit?
I pick a unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for her, I'm going to target them.
The Bloodletter's on a 4-up. Oh.
No.
So they're not fighting last, but then the Keeper Secrets is...
Yeah, it goes off on a 2 because she's a greater demon.
All right.
Good. So I'm going to choose the...
Right.
Right. So what I could do essentially is if I target the Bloodletters, I choose the Keeper of Secrets to strike first.
Right.
And then then you could strike. That's the thing, right? So after all my hooing and hawing that you guys just heard me do, I'm gonna do it on the Bloodletters because I feel confident that I can take out the Bloodthirster unless Luka spikes his dice.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. Locus of Diversion on the Bloodletters, and then I'm gonna strike. I'm gonna choose the Keeper of Secrets to strike on the.
Right.
Yeah, the Bloodthirster.
So you have a start of the combat phase. You have the challenge. Do you want to do it?
The deal?
The deal thing.
Yeah, the Dark Temptations. I'm going to choose not to do it.
Right. I have a couple of things to do at the start of the combat phase as well. A couple command abilities that I think I will do.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to do Leave None Alive. This is a command ability on the Reapers of Slaughter? Sorry, Reapers of Vengeance. I pick a demon wholly within 8 inches of any demon hero that is able to use this. So it's any of my heroes, so him or my Bloodletter hero, or sorry, my Bloodmaster, but I'm not going to do him. I pick a demon unit wholly within 8 inches of him, and they get to, after they're chosen to fight, they get to fight again immediately afterwards. Now, I could do the Bloodletters, or I could do the Bloodthirster. If I do the Bloodthirster, that's me saying he's going to survive this and he can attack the Keeper Secrets twice. But I think he's going to be pretty crippled when fighting against the Keeper of Secrets, so I don't think because I don't have the +1 to hit it, I don't know if fighting twice is the best bet for him. But being able to, how many wounds does the Keeper have? 14 as well?
I believe, 13 I think. I'm gonna double check.
Or I could do it to the Bloodletters where they can fight twice.
Yeah, he's got 14 wounds.
Yeah, I gotta think about that one, that's a tough one.
So this has been really funny because we've had the camera off and on for both of us for maybe about 5 minutes. So Luka's thinking about what he's doing, I've been thinking about what I've been doing. Just about what this combat here, this kind of epic Mortal Kombat fight between our 2 big monsters are.
Right.
Because we've just been really trying to figure out what the best strategy is for both our big monsters. It's just, I think it's funny because, Luka's like, okay, Vito, what are you going to do for, for your kind of command abilities? And now I'm thinking, all right, Luka, what are you going to do for your command abilities? It's interesting going back and forth when the camera is off. Both of us are trying to think about what we're going to do.
I was so confident what I was going to do as well. Yeah. Because his built-in command ability will let himself and all demons wholly within 16 pile in. They're eligible to fight if they're within 6 inches, and they can pile in an additional 3 inches, so for a total of 6 inches. So if I tell them to fight twice, they'll be able to pile in 6 inches and fight twice. Pile in twice 6 inches and fight twice this upcoming combat phase, based on how many survive. But if I tell him to fight twice, I have the chance of doing some damage to the Keeper of Secrets. You know what? I'm going to tell him to fight twice as well. At the start of the combat phase, he will rejoice in the slaughter. All demons wholly within 16 get to pile in up to 6 inches and are eligible to fight still. That won't work for him, but it'll work for these bloodletters only. Let's roll this Keeper of Secrets up and see how much damage it can do. I'm really worried about the hands, or the claws, I should say. What are you rolling first?
All right, we're gonna go with the sword. It's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, but I get to reroll everything because of strongest alone.
Right. It's hit rolls only, right?
Hit rolls.
Okay.
6s will generate extra attack or extra hits.
Right.
So everything will hit, and then we're looking for 3s to wound. So every of these will wound, and these are at -1.
5 up armor save. I need to make it. That's bad. I think he's dead. That's 8 damage right there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 8 depravity points as well. So we got the big claws, which will finish him off.
Yeah, those 2 claws, wounding on 3s.
Nice. That's
getting an extra 1 for the claw. Wounding on 3s.
And 3 wounds.
3 wounds. This is at -2.
And dead. Yeah, he's dead. I had forgotten that you get to re-roll everything. I don't think I would have changed it up, but I would have spent another 20 minutes thinking about it, I guess. So he's dead, and that's 13 depravity points.
How many wounds did he have total?
14.
14, yeah, so I'll get 13 because the one that kills him doesn't give me the depravity point.
So that guy is gone. And the worst part about that is these guys fight last, so that worked out incredibly well for you. My next eligible attack would be these guys, but they can't fight till the end, so they get to pile in.
Yep.
That's going to be 11 getting into attack for a total of 23 attacks because of this nice lady there.
Alrighty, looking for 4s to hit, but I'm re-rolling 1s. And 6s will generate extra 2 attacks because there's more than 10 models. Sorry, not more than 10, more than 20. And re-rolling the 1s, generating an extra 4. Looking for 4s to wound.
16 wounds. These are 6 up armor saves. So we save 4, so that's 12 dead. I will have 18 left in that unit. Where do I pull the 12 from? We'll probably start from over here because these guys aren't going to be getting into... If they do get into combat, they have to go to the Keeper of Secrets. So I don't want to be pulling her in again. So now it is... Well, they've already fought. The only other thing that I could choose to fight with would be these guys. One little mess up we made is, I just looked at the Locus of Diversion. You can't pick the same unit twice with Locus of Diversion. So they picked it initially, failed the 4-up, and then the Keeper of Secrets picked them as well. So it says regardless of failing or not.
Yeah, my bad, everyone.
It is what it is. At this point, I'll go with these guys. So they're going to pile in and around. I'll try and get some guys. And I can pile in up to 6 inches, but I'm still limited by closest model. What I can do to quickly rectify that, all this would really affect was my unit size. So they would have been able to fight before them, so my unit size would still be over 20. So I can still give this unit +1 to hit. And they're currently +1 to hit from him as well, so they'd be +2 to hit in this combat phase. But they probably would not have gotten into combat. So them being dead is not a huge deal. That's just one quick way to fix that. Piling like that, and again, remember that they're 32 mil bases, so I can't fight in 2 ranks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys able to fight. Losing the Greater Demon pretty much loses. I made a huge mistake throwing away the Greater Demon's life. I think in this kind of list, he should have been in the back where it was safe, not out front near the Keeper of Secrets. So we're hitting on 4s down to 2s because a double +1 to hit. Re-rolling nothing. These are 3 mortal wounds in addition to their normal damage, and then these wound on 3s. And I would have been able to re-roll that 1, but the demon is dead, so that's 7 wounds. 6 ups. So that's 6 die. +3 because of the mortal wounds.
So 10.
Yeah. So whichever 10 you would like.
Pull these 2, and then 4, 6, 8, 10.
But yeah, since everything's already fought, the way we're looking at the rule for the command ability is you're not allowed to legally pick them because these are the last things that can be picked, so you can't use the fight twice ability here.
Because there is no other pick.
Right.
Yeah.
And earlier on, with the Locust thing, what we could have done as well is when we could have just said that his would have targeted the demon, my greater demon here, and then would have fighted last, and then Vito would have just fought first with them, which would have made more strategic sense.
Yes.
But still learning the army, and I've never fought them before either, and I'm kind of learning demons. I have many regret filled with me there. That is the end of combat, though. It is your turn, so you have to do your battle shock first if you want to. So you've lost 10 so far.
Yeah.
A 1 you get d6 back, otherwise you might be losing a lot.
Yeah.
He's gonna roll it?
I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay, please don't roll a 1.
Roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1! No.
Okay, so that's a total of 13. How many did you have there, 30?
I had 30.
So you're at 20, so your bravery 12. So you're actually only losing 1.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Woo, 1 more runs. I'm at 18. I lost 12. That means... Well, I'm going to roll the d6 too because I don't have any command points. I don't have a choice. And I got a 2. So I rolled a total of 14, and I'm currently bravery 11. So 3 more run for me. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, I suppose. To note, I am at 1 blood tithe point for having the Bloodthirster annihilated. Scoring on turn, bam, 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 putting you at 6. 3 points. Starting my hero phase, I have to pray. I'm going to pray for the Wrath Axe on a 5-up. It's rerollable, please. Dang it. Yeah, I think that's the first time I haven't gotten it off. I'm going to pray for Killing Frenzy, which is a +1 to hit for Khorne within range. We get it on a 4. We'll give that to, well, we'll say these guys here. +1 to hit for them. It has to be them, actually. They are not wholly within 16 inches. So Killing Frenzy will hit them. And then I'm going to Blood Boil as well on a 4-up. So that's failing. Ugh, failing even worse as D3 mortal wounds as Khorne refuses to answer the prayer. He's down to 3. He suffers 3 wounds. This is not going according to plan. I think to get back into this game, I needed a double turn. I needed the turn 3 double turn. I needed both those prayers to go off for up to a ton of mortal wounds on the Keeper of Secrets. And then I needed them to go into there to wipe them out, but to have a lot over there, and I needed. So the plan for this turn, if all was going to go according to plan, I'm still going to go through with it. Maybe they're going to try and charge them, wipe them out, but through the charge, a couple of them that aren't going to fight are going to go towards the objective, and these guys are going to run forward. And then on the double turn, if I can get it, I was hoping to do a lot of mortal wounds there. They're just going to go try and burn the objective, and we're just going to avoid the Keeper of Secrets because she's awful. And then they, after running up, would try and move up and charge and just make that my 1 fight. So what we're going to do is just going to move 5 inches up, because that's all they can move. And up they go, and they're going to hope for a pretty long charge. My Slaughter Priest is going to move over this way. I guess I should probably finish moving these guys, though. All finished there. Running the Bloodmaster, an extra 4. He will go 9 inches to here. And here's hoping they don't screw up their run. Hey, that's pretty good. Ending there. I'll do 1 quick rearrange, keep a couple of guys back over there. Charging them. They're going to go 4 inches. They have the banner. I'll re-roll that. Let me see if it's failed charge first. I know I could get double 1s, but it's worth the risk. Whoa. There we go. 6 is a little bit better. Ending there. That'll be it for charging as well, so you have to do your Locus of Diversion.
Yep. Where do I want it to go? So yeah, I guess the quote I have to do closest would be here because she's way out of range. So Locus of Diversion on them on a 4+. I don't get it, unfortunately. Okay. But then Locus of Diversion from her onto them on a 2+.
Yeah. Yes.
We get it.
So they're fighting last. So I still get to fight first with these guys, which I'll definitely do. After piling in, only getting 8 in range to attack, but I do have... Wait, that's not the champion, that's the banner bearer. Yeah, I have the champion in there as part of the 8. 9 attacks because of the Blood Reaper. Hitting on 3s because of my unit size. 6s are good. Got a few misses, so that's 2 mortal wounds. Wounding on 3s. Ah, there you go. There you go. 2 wounds. 6 ups. So I fail.
Oh!
Okay. So he still saved 2 still die, but
2
you
will
save 2 of
still
them.
die, so let's take it from...
So my 20 blood letters on their 32mm bases killed 2 guys with more wounds. I'm definitely seeing the power difference in Bloodbound versus demons.
So Demonites now, we're going to choose to fight into the bigger unit, try to whittle them down a little
Right, you'll have a couple that'll have to fight over here, but the majority of the attacks will go over here.
bit. Yeah.
22 attacks, 13 attacks, and then because of the leader.
So looking for 4s. 6s only generate 1 now, not 2, but still rerolling
still really good.
1s.
Rolling these few 1s, looking for more 6s.
No 6s, but let's add those. Looking for 4s to wound. -1.
6 up save. Hooah! Saving 1, that means 10 die. Half of this small unit back here is dead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All die there. And then we still have 13 attacks into them.
13 attacks. Rerolling just that 1.
We got 4 6s too.
Looking for 4s to wound.
That's really good.
That's... Oof.
This will be 6 up armor saves. There's 9 wounds, 8 die. So it's gonna go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 go down. Oh man, that's quite a team that's just tearing me to shreds. Now you can elect her.
Yep, so I'm going to use my command point or command ability for excess of violence. Because she is within 12 inches of them, the command ability excess of violence is going to elect them to fight again.
And it will be the exact same numbers, 22 attacks on them, 13 attacks on them.
22 again. No, only 1 6, but rerolling the only 1, or 2 1s.
There, yeah. And no.
And 4s, -1. Not that great though.
That was not as good. 6 ups. That saves 0. Oh, we'll go ahead and kill 1, 2, and a 3 over here. All 3 of them.
They're tired.
Yeah, you know what? They have, and that's fair. They've been really working it. We have 13 more attacks on them.
Yeah. 4s, rerolling no 1s, but generating. And 4s to wound.
3 again.
3.
They did a little bit better. 6s to save. 3 more of these guys. That's a champ. I don't want to lose him. So we'll go 1, just so we can actually get the champ in there. 2, and 3. I have 4 guys left in this unit. Oh my. Now it would be my pick, but I can't pick them until the very end. I guess I have the Slaughter Priest.
Right, yeah.
You know what? I fell back. I moved around and I didn't charge. He shouldn't be within 3 inches.
Okay.
And she didn't pile in, so I moved a little too close. So he's right there.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to drag him in, but I doubt it.
No.
Yeah. Now I would get to pick them, but they can't fight till the end. That means...
Yeah, she has to, because she was part of this, so she would pile in. Boop. And she will fight. She's got 3 attacks, looking for 3s to hit.
6s are good.
6, it just generates 1 extra. And 4s to wound. Getting 2 at -1.
6 up armor. Failing 2. Kills 2. We'll kill you. And you, actually. Leaving her back there. And then I get to fight with these 4. So the champion would pile in. Total of 5 attacks on 4s. They have no bonuses to hit. Actually, no, he did give it to them. He had to. So 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. We have 3 wounds at -1.
6 up.
That kills. It does cut 3 down. Those 3 did better than the whole squad of 20.
Boom.
Those 3 go down. And then that should be the end of combat, which will bring it to the battle shock phase, where I have to do mine first. I'm going to start with this squad over there. They're pretty much running away on any number I roll here. I have the dead pile over here. 2, that's not bad. That's a total of 17 rolled. Currently bravery 10, so that means 7 are going to run. I have 5 remaining, so they all boogie woogie. Even if I roll the 1, you got the musician much like mine, so I'd have to re-roll it. So I'm really looking for double 1 rolls here. I have a command point to make them auto pass, but I'm go for the double 1. Yeah, they run away. So they're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 as well. They are running. I could make them auto pass, but I think this game is over in the favor of Slaanesh. So even if the start of my turn went well with the prayers, they just mowed down 20, almost 40 blood letters on their own because the Locus went off really well. That's a very powerful ability, but I'm disappointed that it's so powerful, but it's only on a 4-up. The army suffers if they don't get it off.
Yeah, I mean, in the games that I have had the Locus, it's only really gone off with the Greater Demon. Like, I've been rolling fairly low with all my other characters. So.
I think this is also because of my chosen list is all very elite, just giant blobs of guys, which that Locus is great at countering because I put so many points into them.
Slaanesh is very much, I think, the meta is going to be tons of characters because you want the Locus going
as much as you can.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't think you'll be seeing me playing demons anymore in the future for Khorne. I knew I didn't like them to begin with, but I figured, you know what, I'll give them a shot. I was not happy with that. Because I'm always a big fan of MSU. I love tiny little useless, like Reavers. Give me like 10 squads of 10 Reavers. If I had that many, I would run them. I love that. That's only 700 points, and that's just so many things I can go run around, grab objectives, and not have to fight. And that's extra blood type points as well. I find with this build, it's very odd. I could run little squads of 10 bloodletters, but that's still 11 points a model. I think ideally I'd have 3 squads of 10 and 3 squads of 30 to have 3 squads of 10 in the back or to flank objectives. And that would at least give me a little bit more blood type points, but the 3 squads of 30... So already that's 300 points for a squad of 30. So that's 900 plus 330 for 1,230 points in bloodletters alone. And this was only a 1,500 point game. So I didn't have a whole lot of wiggle room. So at 2,000 points, that actually might be a little bit more viable. And then with the extra points that I have left over, I'd throw in like Reavers, second Bloodsecrator, second Slaughter Priest. And I do recognize I made a critical error with the Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury. Should not have put him there. I put him there knowing that, the Keeper of Secrets has probably got like a pretty average charge against him because she does move 14 inches. Except that I didn't consider how much my army would fall apart if I lost that. I'm also not a huge fan of an army that falls apart when their big thing dies. Like, your army works perfectly fine without the Keeper.
Well, that's the great thing to it. Even if you kill the Keeper, you're giving me the depravity points.
Exactly.
So then it's like, okay, kill me because then I have a chance of bringing it back later.
Right, because you said 30 for a Keeper of Secrets?
It's 30. So if you kill it,
that's
I'm
almost halfway there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you kill my one Bloodthirster, then I'm only 1/8 of the way there.
Yeah.
That's why I like to run MSC with these guys. So this was not. I think right away, immediately, this was not a good army I brought. I would have much preferred this at 2,000 points, but I think you'll be seeing more just back to Bloodbound. I mean, if you really want to see me play more Demons of Khorne in the form of Bloodletters, I don't know. Give me some tips. Give me some ideas. Something that you think that I will enjoy. Because I'm a big fan of MSU, but I recognize that these guys need to be running in at least... They don't have to be running in at least squads of 20, but if they are, they get +1 to hit. In combination of Killing Frenzy, giving them +2 to hit is really nice. A squad of 30 is harder to get off the table, and then you could lose 9 models. Or so you could lose 9 models before you... Or 10 models before you lose that ability to get the +1 to hit. I think the Demonettes had a really strong showing here. The Demonettes definitely trumped the Bloodletters. More specifically, just because the Bloodletters are on the 32mm base, and I can't get nearly as many into combat.
Yeah, because you can't have that second rank.
Right, and you can't have this big blob of Demonettes. It was kind of awkward to play them on 32mm bases when they're all on 25mm, because you have to kind of eyeball the distance, and there was a few times where I did clump them up, but I only counted 1 rank of Bloodletters, so... Stuff like that. Anyways, guys, leave comments down below what you thought about this game. I know I conceded a little early, but I really only just had this left, and I can't see myself pulling out a win with this. And again, any tips or tricks for Demons of Khorne, or what you want to see in the future for more Age of Sigmar battle reports on just the Luka the dice, because I'm a huge fan of Age of Sigmar, but I'm just not a huge fan of the demons. But someone out there can change my mind. Otherwise, everyone, happy wargaming as always. It's round 2 for just the Luka the Dice. We're playing some Age of Sigmar. I got Khorne versus Khorne, and yes, they do look familiar because that's Steve the Mountain. Oh, we're playing some Age of Sigmar here. How do you Stevie the Mountain over here, folks?
No!
2,000 points. You're not a vault member. Click down below and get in on this game. Happy wargaming.